What we got here? What year is it?
2020 Chevy Silverado, custom. Got
They got a little ding in the bumper there.
Yeah.
Tires are a little worn. Seen worse.
Yeah.
Probably sold worse. Oh. It's got the competition's sticker on the back of it. We don't like that.
Yeah. We're switching them over. He's a FedEx freight coordinator.
They must play some football.
It's got one big kid that goes in the middle. Can't work. Doesn't work anymore.
What's this stuff? This is where it's coordinating.
67,000 miles, I think.
67. 111. What we got underneath this beast? Turbocharged 4-cylinder. Four banger and a Silverado. What do you think about that, Arturo?
Well, they only did it for half of the year of 2020 and 2021 up until May and got rid of it for a good reason.
I think the motor is good. I just don't think anybody bought them.
Yeah. No, it doesn't. Not to be on the motors, doesn't make sense in a Silverado.
Right.
But that's also when Chevy was making custom and just putting custom on everything. And
right.
Like,
They still got like 300 horsepower.
Yeah.
I mean, how much torque is it going to produce? Probably not a lot.
It'll tow some jet skis.
Right. Doesn't look like there's a bunch of oil everywhere or anything. A little dirty on top.
Yeah.
Right. Well, get a little, needs a front bumper. The rest of the body looks all right. Take it down the road and see what happens. We'll see how fast she goes. All right. Not a lot of thrills. What I was saying is that there's not a lot of petro in this one. So typically, in my experience, road's cleared. If not a lot of petro, people's definitely serious about trading their vehicle. Lots of petro. Typically a harder sell at the car dealership when we're appraising their car and they're looking at the new one. One of the biggest things that we like, not only with trade-ins or if we're at the auction, we're purchasing a vehicle or whatnot, and we're buying a truck. You know, typically we want to buy a truck without like a power driver's seat. Then also like no heated seats or anything like that. This one has a smaller screen and it's just a custom. So not saying that there's not a market for this truck. It's just typically something that we tend to see not moving as fast as far as offer a lot. So something that we would never probably typically buy at an auction. So we're going to be kind of conservative as far as a trade-in value more times than not. So Arturo said these guys are looking between 23 and 25,000 to get on trade. I'm not sure if that's a good deal without doing a little bit of research or not. If it, you know, was a 5.3 liter, you know, not a problem. I don't know how much this 2.7 turbocharged motor is going to affect the value of the Silverado. Believe it or not, it does drive nice. Not a lot of road noise considering the tires are probably about 40 or 50%. Let's get on it a little bit here. Not to the floor, about half gas pedal if you're wondering. It's about 55-ish. Go a little bit quicker. We'll hit the brakes. Brakes seem pretty solid. Not any shake, no rotor shake. Steering wheel's not shaking, so typically just means there's not any abnormal wear on the rotors or brake pads at this point of its life. So I'm not saying it, you know, doesn't possibly need that. We'd have to look at the pad depth and rotor depth and all that good stuff. But Let's check out the windows here. Driver's side window regulator's working good. Rear passenger windows working good. Back one's working good. Our heat's working just fine. We're gonna pull out here and take this one back to the dealership and see what we can put together here. This truck appears to be, it's two-wheel drive here, so custom two-wheel drive, 2.7 liter 4-cylinder Chevy Silverado. So lights all work. How about our windshield wipers? Windshield wipers, motor's working just fine. Got some mirrors. One thing you don't see in this truck, being a custom, you don't see any lights on your mirrors, so you gotta do your makeup in the dark. Still, all your Chevy models still come equipped with the OnStar system, so and this being newer than 2019, it has the start-stop button. Does look like it has an automatic drop-in tailgate. There's a reset down there. You turn that on and off there. Then also traction control. This is just gonna have, yeah. You can get the navigation. You just gotta call and sign up for the service through OnStar. Does have Wi-Fi, basic audio. Should have Apple, Android CarPlay. A lot of the newer models are gonna come with the basic things like that. Does have cruise control, but if you look, this truck doesn't have any steering wheel controls to control the audio though. So no heated steering wheel, no heated seats once again, and no audio controls, which without having a lot of options here, it's going to kind of narrow who we can sell this to. And being in northern Indiana and not having four-wheel drive could be a little bit of a tough sell for us too. So let's get back to the dealership and we'll see. Well, here we go. Wildman coming in, doing our uniforms. Shout out. Let's see what kind of deal we can put together with these folks. So we'll kind of look at the values and kind of get an idea what this might be selling for. So talk to you shortly. Another look at this. This actually is four-wheel drive. Just this phone holder was holding my view restricted to the four-wheel drive switch. A lot of these customs will see the four-wheel drive on the floor too, so that's kind of what I was looking for. But this does have four-wheel drive, so that's a bonus. So that helps out a little bit.